Am I happy? It's a question I used to ask myself a lot, and I still do time to time. But a lot of times it's hard for me to answer this simple yet complicated question. People always say they just want to be happy and we should do what makes us happy. And this is something I always say also. But what is happiness? These kind of thoughts sometimes visit me at night, and I end up staying up for hours trying to figure out what happiness is. I would try to recall the times when I was happy in the past, and I would always start from my childhood memories. Things were simple back then. I think I was happy when I went out to eat with my family. And I was happy when I won something at a contest. I was happy getting a small birthday gift I wanted. I was happy playing outside with my friends. But it was really hard to recall the times that I was happy from my high school days. There were so many things to think about, so many things to worry about, and so much pressure and expectations on my shoulders. I used to think I can pursue my happiness after I go to university, so I should just focus on my studies and fulfill my duties as a student. And when I finally became an adult and started my uni life, I felt like I was kind of happy, but still wasn't sure what being happy exactly meant. Even when I decided to follow my dreams and do what makes me happy, this "am I happy" or "what is happiness" question always popped up in my head. I started to feel like I had to do something to make myself happier. I felt like I needed some alone time, or travel to certain places, or reward myself for hard work to be happy. Even when I was planning my solo trip to Jeju recently, I was trying to figure out the best way to enjoy my trip and be happy even if I'm alone. And I thought maybe some alone time, listening to music by the seaside, and eating something delicious would give me some time to relax and feel this happiness that I'm trying to figure out. Then I met some friends because one of them recently got married, and we started this conversation on what happiness is. They said they've been on solo trips before, so I asked them whether they felt happy when they were traveling alone and doing the things I was planning to do. And one of my friends said something interesting. She said she had the same questions as I had for a long time, wondering what happiness is and whether she was happy or not. But recently she realized she wasn't asking herself this question anymore. She wasn't doing anything special, but just having a normal life, going to work, eating at home, and taking small walks around her place, and this thought just didn't come to her mind. And she realized this is what being happy means. Not asking yourself this question because you don't feel the need to. We ask ourselves whether we are happy or not because of the lack of happiness. Happiness can be different for everyone, but maybe having an ordinary life, not worrying about anything, and just having a simple and drama-free life is what happiness is. For sure there are times when I feel happy, and I do think that I ask myself these questions because of stress or certain pressures that I'm experiencing at the time. These few tough moments make me doubt my happiness, but I wasn't asking myself this question as often as I used to. Maybe it's because I was happy. I was trying to figure out ways to make myself happier by doing things or going to places, but maybe I was already feeling happy and I just didn't know it. Going to work, editing my videos, feeding my dog and having him rub his face on mine in the morning, watching Netflix, inviting friends for dinner, going on lives and interacting with people, cooking and having a drink, grocery shopping, and going on midnight runs, and having quality time with my family. All of these things were happiness, and I just didn't realize it because it was so natural. I can't be happy all the time, but trying to be happy by doing something special was actually giving me more stress and pushing me away from happiness. Living my everyday life could just be the happiness I was looking for, and pursuing a dream or a career success or going somewhere special could also be a part of my happiness. But it's not the main cause that defines my happiness. I will still want to achieve things and go to certain places or try to figure out the best way to enjoy a trip, but not to be happy because I know that my happiness doesn't rely on those things. And just by lifting that pressure to be happy through those things made me feel so much lighter and liberated. I'm sure happiness is something I have to figure out all my life, but for now, this is just what I think. I'm just going to try to appreciate the little things in my life and continue this normal everyday life. Thank you again for listening to my bed talk. I wish you all happiness and good night.